The PFAFF Quilt Expression 720 does more than quilt. It actually has a wonderful overlock collection of stitches. So whether you have a serger or if you don't, you have a foot that comes with this machine, foot number 3, which is an excellent stitch foot to go with any of these stitches. Something that needs to go over the edge, make it so the fabric doesn't unravel anymore, and we can actually do an overcast and hem if we choose a stitch that has kind of a straight stitch on the left and an overlock stitch that jumps over the edge. So before you put the foot on, number 1, do notice it is a foot with an IDT opening, so make sure that is pulled down in the back. The red marker is to be up front. I know some people get that foot turned around and it's on incorrectly, but you'll know quickly that it's not right. Next, take the screw and adjust the little red mark or guide to be even with that little pin that is in the sewing area. That pin is what is going to keep the fabric from unrolling over the edge, and the red marker is going to be your guide so you can follow along perfectly. So I've actually taken some knit fabric and cut a little curve in it like a neckline and taken some ribbing fabric. So again, an overcast and hem stitch would be something where instead of having to go back and do this in 2 passes, we're overlocking the edge and sewing it down to the fabric all at once. And I can even stretch this out a little bit and even have that nice perfect neckline. So all I'm doing is keeping the edge of the fabric meeting that little mark as I stitch. So it's going over the little pin, keeping it nice and flat and professional looking. And then, here, that'll give you the idea. We'll use the thread snips to cut the thread. And if that last stitch is on that pin, just pull it straight back and away from the machine. So now this is the stitch that you have. Doesn't that look great? Looks like you did it on a serger. It has the stretch and give, and it has sewn the 2 pieces together all at once. So those stitches, all of these, can you tell how they'll all jump over the edge? A lot of those have, actually all of them have some type of stitch that would create the hem. And if you want a little bit more information, remember you can touch the question mark and then touch the stitch, and it will tell you what it can be used for, even some suggestions on which fabrics would be best for that particular stitch.